Hello and welcome everyone, this is BUDCAST episode 31. I am Steve Bud here, and today I got another interesting 1v1 Elite Mod matchup here between NoisyElmo and Toilailee, again, for the second episode in a row. It's actually pretty good. This is going to be a best of 3, so it's not going to be a single game again, so you guys are in luck. And for game 1, we got NoisyElmo here on the right, has the red war boss, and Toilailee on the I was going to say blue. He's blue. On the blue Apothecarian for Space Marine. So I'm going to go ahead and get this going. I did watch these ahead of time, but I purposefully didn't pay attention, so it wouldn't be completely boring for both of us, for all of us. Yeah, but it looks like Toilailee is going to go for his Tactical Space Marine squad for his first pick, and NoisyElmo is going to go for the standard Shooter Boy squad, so he's not going to do any slugga nonsense or madness crazy builds, so it looks like he's gonna go pretty standard. It looks like, yeah, he's gonna go for the second Shooter Boy squad. NoisyElmo does send his war boss to his natural power node, cap that up real quick, and I'm kind of interested to see where he or kind of what he does with this war boss kind of in this first few moments of engagement, because it is kind of important, because he could get kited by these Tactical Space Marines all day long. Let's see what he does. Apothecary is going to go actually onto this secondary power farm, but he's probably going to get tied up here by these Shooter Boys, and the Tactical Space Marine probably will go into this building, making the war boss kind of fall back. But it looks like actually this Toilaillee's scouts got pushed off here by the Slugga squad up top, and this war boss is actually hiding out of LOS from the Tactical Space Marines. They should go into the building, but it looks like they're not going to. But yeah, the first moments of a game are really important, especially on this map. If you can manage to push a squad or two off right in the beginning stages, you get a lot of map control, so you get a lot of economic lead right away. Yeah, these scouts are going to get pushed off here. Might even lose a model. War Boss himself is going to get pushed off as well too. But NoisyElmo definitely, I'm going to say, came out on top, given the first minute or two of the game here. Since he is going to come out with a lot more map control. He's almost even got a 3 cap. He will in a second unless Toilailee can come back. But yeah, Toilailee actually went for a second Tactical Space Marine squad, so he's going to have a lot of sustained DPS in this build. And until NoisyElmo has a lot, or maybe another melee squad, I think Toilailee is going to be able to really deal with NoisyElmo, especially with that Apothecary heal. It really makes Tactical Space Marines super powerful, because they can actually melee and put up quite a good fight to really any orc unit. Maybe except for maybe a Slugga squad. That's pretty well supported here. But yeah, they're gonna go in and just melee that down. The Apothecary's gonna come in for support to get that little aura heal regen, and yeah, he can actually throw down the heal as well. Looks like NoisyElmo actually went for a Luda squad for his third choice here in Tier 1. Generally, you don't really see someone do a Luda squad in 1v1, but so I'm kind of interested to see how NoisyElmo uses it. Given Toilailee's build, though, he didn't go for a quick Assault Space Marine like kind of normal Apothecary builds go. This Luda might actually do fairly well. Let's see, so Slugga Boy still not upgraded with a Flamethrower. I might actually suggest that for NoisyElmo here, just because you can jump into so many buildings all the time here. But yeah, NoisyElmo is going to get that little bit of map control that Toilailee did get back there in that little push. And that Apothecary needs to be careful. He's going to be doing actually quite a bit of damage here with that special attack. So yeah, those Sluggers are going to have to get back off the field. But that War Boss looks like he's upgrading Angry Bits. So he's actually really going to be quite destructive here to Toilailee's 3 Tactical Space Marine build here in Tier 1. Toilailee still hasn't upgraded his natural power node. He's just going to go for a really heavy Tier 1 again. This reminds me of the first game from the last BUDCAST episode, actually. I think he's doing the same exact build. I can't remember if he was Apothecary or if it was Tex, but yeah, definitely the same build. So I'll see if it'll work on NoisyElmo. Noisy did definitely get the Storm Boy squad. He did pop Ard boys, which probably won't be that effective here since I'm pretty sure it's only melee damage. I think the tooltip might say all damage, but I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, those Storm Boys are going to have to get out of there. They are getting pretty low, but now these two Shooter Boys are in range to do quite a bit of damage here, but it's not going to be enough with that Apothecary in range of the heal there. So these Sluggers are going to have to do something. Actually, the Luda squad is kind of in a position to do a little bit of a sandwich here. But these Shooter Boys have to get out. They're just going to get melted down here quickly. War Boss is going to Angry Bits into range of these Tactical Space Marines. Nice. But he's not really going to do too much damage himself. He doesn't have any weapons upgraded as of yet. Shooter Boys not doing their Daka abilities. I was going to say maybe use one to snare up one of those Tactical Space Marines for that War Boss. But yeah, it looks like that Luda is actually going to get moved up here. So interesting. NoisyElmo is going to actually kill that one power node that Toilailee did have. So yeah, that was the only power node that Toilailee had this entire game. So he has almost no power income. It's plus 15 to plus 54. So I feel like the longer this game goes, the more NoisyElmo is going to be ahead here. Toilailee did get Scout Shotguns though, so he did spend some power here in Tier 1. And yeah, that War Boss with the Storm Boys are going to do quite a bit of damage, especially with that War Boss upgraded big Bang Bang Hammer. It does do extra damage, or it gives a dual damage buff. Storm Boys are getting pretty low, down to about 100 HP. Karate Chop Kick Scout Squad almost gets them down. They're going to get out of there with about 80 HP. And that War Boss is going to have to get off the field as well. These two Shooter Boys are going to get some map control down here, get the secondary wreck point and the other victory node. But if you look at the map, NoisyElmo definitely has a dominating map presence here, and the VPs are reflecting that. For sure, it's 222 to 500. So Toilailee is really having a difficult time using this build, I think, to its full potential. I don't really know if it has that much potential, but yeah, he could be a little better here. So he's gonna go in for the melee on the Luda squad. Luda squad's just gonna punch. He is trying to retreat. Yeah, he loses a model. I don't think that model was necessary to lose, Luda squad. But yeah, they finally do get out of there with the model down. And NoisyElmo is going to move his two Shooter Boys into position to do a little bit of power harassing on what little power Toilailee does have. And it looks like Toilailee is just going to actually give the GG at this point here in Game 1. Ended with 170 to 500. I guess Toilailee was just going for a kind of experimental build again. It was fairly successful against Text, the last BUDCAST episode. But against NoisyElmo's Orcs, it was just kind of too much to deal with. Yeah, given time, NoisyElmo just would have continued to snowball, and Toilailee would have just been stuck here in Tier 1. But yeah, this has been Game 1 of Toilailee vs NoisyElmo. Let's go on to Game 2 of this best of 3. See you guys there. Hey guys, welcome back to Game 2 here of NoisyElmo vs Toilailee. Game 2 is going to be here on Calderas Refinery. And looks like Toilailee is going to be playing the Space Marine Tech Marine here on the bottom right. And NoisyElmo is going to be playing the Imperial Guard Inquisitor. I'm actually really excited to see this match. I haven't seen Inquisitor played lately in 1v1. So I hope NoisyElmo can do some interesting things with her. I definitely think she is one of the cooler heroes to watch in a game. Actually, so is Tech Marine. He has some pretty cool stuff to do as well. Let's see. Toilailee is going to go again for the Tactical Space Marine squad. Hopefully he doesn't do another 3-tac build. Yeah. NoisyElmo is going to go for the kind of standard double guardsman. Sorry, double guardsman and Sentinel. And it looks like he's actually going to go straight for this middle VP with his first guardsman and go for his natural VP with his second. So he's going to have quite a bit of a early VP lead here right in the beginning of the game. He might actually try to like bunker up over here, maybe put down a turret or something. Because it's generally pretty hard to get rid of an IG turret right off the bat. unless you have like flamers or something. So let's see, the Sentinel is going to go move over to the right, maybe catch these Tactical Space Marines, but Tactical Space Marines will definitely give it a run for its money. Since it doesn't have Stomp upgraded, it can't just be that aggressive. Yeah, he's going to have to back it out of there. Tactical Space Marines popping their extra damage little bolter shots. The name escapes me of the ability right now. I think that always happens to me. I always forget the details of the names. NoisyElmo is going to use one of his guardsmen to plant additional cover here in the middle. His Sentinel is going to tactically run some of it over, though. I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt there. Inquisitor looks like she might get into melee here with these tacks, but it's going to be a little too much. 3 squads versus her is not going to... Yeah, it's going to be too much for her. Over here on the left, though, the Tech Marine is getting into melee with the Guardsman. Getting quite a bit of model picks, but they are super, super cheap, as we all know, to reinforce. And it looks like NoisyElmo is actually going to upgrade the Sergeant, so he'll get a couple extra models when that thing does finish researching. If it doesn't die, in the meantime, it's almost about 90, about 100. Okay, there you go. So I was getting kind of worried there for a second. Tactical Space Marines are going to move in here, give a little bit of extra damage here. That Tech Marine has to be careful. He is going to get pretty low, down to 30 HP. That Sentinel could chase down, finish him off, down to 10, 11, 9 HP. Looks like he's going to get away. Just barely gets out of range of that Sentinel. Whew, I was sweating bullets there for a second. Tactical Space Marine is going to move in, hopefully pushes his Guardsman off before he can actually decap. That'd be quite nice. And NoisyElmo does have a heavy weapons team, which is a very good choice here for him. Looks like, I'm not sure where he's going to put it. These Scouties can definitely flank it, though, and melee it down. And Toilailee did actually get a Devastator for himself. So yeah, karate chop, karate kicking Scout Squad going to tie up that heavy weapons team. And it looks like the Taxer might actually go into melee as well. Still no Stomp upgraded from the Sentinel, so he's just going to be chilling there doing some damage. Ooh, nice ability there from the Inquisitor. Actually going to secure a little model pick there for her, so definitely get used to that. And Toilailee actually makes the heavy weapons team retreat, getting a model kill actually as well. Oh, and the Guardsman coming around for the flank here. It looks like it deset it up. Yeah, it deset up the Devastator. Just a little hero Guardsman here. Just going deep. So he's going to be able to stay on the field. Doesn't really do that much with his positioning there, but still interesting to kind of see. Tactical Space Marine is going to get out of there with about 150 HP, with only 1 model kill, so definitely lucked out there. Toilailee actually went a second Devastator squad for this build. And it's getting tied up here by the Guardsman. He kind of just ran it in. He could have, maybe if he was paying a little bit more attention, just set it up back here. Tactical Space Marine did get Artificer Armor, so he is going to have the Proximity Mine upgrade, which will be really, actually, I was going to say, which will do really well if NoisyElmo didn't have the Kajin, so he is going to have Stealth Detection. But he does have extra ooh, that Sentinel is getting pretty low, down to 40 HP. He got the Stomp off, but not on both Scouts, and it looks like that's going to do it for the Sentinel. Both the Scouts and the Tech Marine did finish him off. What I was saying is the Artificer Armor does... Artificer Armor does give the Tech Marine more health and regen. It used to be a lot better than it was back in the day, but the Tech Marine is going to split DPS here of this heavy weapons squad, so he is going to have to get off the field. Inquisitor is coming back here from the flank. Might get into melee here, but no, is going to get pushed off here as well. Both Scout Squads are kind of roaming around here. Toilailee does have a lot of map control. He does have both of these kind of secondary power nodes, and he does have this middle VP. VPs are 448 to 401. Definitely in Toilailee's favor at the moment. He does have this pretty cool double Devastator build. And yeah, NoisyElmo is going to try. Looks like he's getting a artillery spotter squad to counter them up. And looks like Toilailee is actually, he's going for the Flamer, and he's going to be pretty aggressive here, and he's going to go for that power node. Or, yeah, the power farm. He is moving that Devastator, looks like, in position. Scout Squad does have a Sergeant, so he's going to be able to grenade. Ooh, but just barely, right in the nick of time, gets knocked down there by the Catachin Devil Squad, so that nade is not going to go off. Devastator Squad is set up there, just in the right spot to actually get a pretty nice arc here on this this little choke point. Tech Marine might actually get the cap off there. Looks like the Artillery Squad, yeah, did do the little smoke artillery shot, so decreasing the range of that Devastator. And the Heavy Weapons team is going to set up right on his face. Another nice artillery shot right to the dome of the Devastator, so he is going to have to get out of there. But there is a second Devastator behind there. It's back up. That's when two Devastators come in handy. And Toilailee was successful in burning down all of NoisyElmo's gens. So Toilailee is really ahead here as far as map control goes. And Eco. But it looks like Toilailee actually went for a third Devastator. Definitely not necessary, but you can definitely secure your advantage here with a bunch of devs. So if you keep your opponent kind of stuck in tier 1 and burn down all of his gens like he's been doing, more than 2 devs might actually work pretty well. It looks like he's gonna go for a 4th dev. So Toilailee is going for 4 Devastators. Ooh, nice proximity mine laid by the Tech Marine there. The Heavy Weapons team is set up there. Devastator repositioning. Going to split the arc here. Hopefully the Tech Marine squad can actually get some more flame attacks off. Looks like Inquisitor might actually flank that. I don't know if he's going to need to actually. But yeah, there's 2 more Devastators here in mid. So Toilailee is going to definitely keep control here of mid. Nice ability again there on the Devastator with the actual bolter. But he's not actually going to get pushed off. Interesting. Yeah, Artillery Spotter Squad really good for a dev build like this, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. He has 4 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he has 4 Devastators. 1 is way back here for no reason. Definitely needs to put it back up here. But yeah, it looks like we're going to see a very slow kind of a dug-in match here between the 2 players. If NoisyElmo can actually get a hold of this middle position, Toilailee is probably going to have a really hard time getting it back. He doesn't have any like squads to really assault with. He doesn't have Assault Space Marines. He doesn't have even a Force Commander. So he's going to be really tanky. But also on the same note, NoisyElmo doesn't really have that much either to really make the push yet. I would definitely suggest maybe some stealth war gear on the Inquisitor. Maybe stealth up the Catachins. Nice grenade here on both of the Guardsmen. The Inquisitor is going to get pushed off. She went pretty deep. And NoisyElmo does have a bit of presence here at the middle VP. Scout Squad looks like he is going to get pushed off pretty soon. He is going to get the cap though, but yeah, he is going to lose a model. But yeah, 2 devs here set up in the middle, and a 3rd one coming over here on the right. And just the Spotter Squad and the Heavy Weapons team from NoisyElmo is going to set up as well. And Toilailee does have a 3 cap at the moment. It's 448 to 170, so almost a mirror of the BP imbalance from the last game. Yeah, so NoisyElmo is definitely in trouble. He is going to go to tier 2 though, a lot quicker than Toilailee, since he didn't go 4 Devastators. Interesting. That's kind of interesting though, considering he did get his power farm burned to the ground. Was it more than once? I think it was more than once. At least more than 3 gens, that's for sure. I'm kind of interested to see NoisyElmo's pick. I would definitely suggest a Manticore. That would be, I think, the most ideal unit choice here. Nice little stun there on the Tech Marine. Tech Marine actually did get Mastercrafted Bolter, so just extra DPS and CC. Possibly on the Catachin or something. Ooh, and the Tech Marine getting knocked right in front of the Heavy Weapons team, so he is going to have to finally get pushed off the field. But yeah, there are 4 Devastators right here on the middle. So no matter what really NoisyElmo does, unless he flanks around one of these one of the sides here. Ooh, nice grenade right on the heavy weapons team. Is actually going to take it out. So NoisyElmo only has this artillery spotter squad to really do any work here against the devs. Not that the heavy weapons team would actually counter any of the Devastators, but it had some sort of presence here in the middle. And losing a squad when you're this far behind in VPs is not a good sign. What's happening over here on the right? Looks like Catachin Devils getting into an engagement here with the Tactical Marines, but they are going to back off. It looks like they were going to try and flank around like I was talking about. Scout Squad is getting upgraded with the Sergeant, but looks like they should get off the field. They're down to 70 HP with all 3 models, so they all must be really, really low. Other Scout is upgraded with shotguns and Sergeant as well. And yeah, those Catachins are going to get tied up by 2 Devastators. These Guardsmen are also going to get caught up. And ooh, nice little napalm bomb there from NoisyElmo. That Devastator is just going to sit on top of it and not take very much damage at all. Kind of a waste. Ooh, nice artillery right on top of the Scout blob. Looks like they might lose a model, maybe. Looks like they actually got away with full models. But finally, NoisyElmo comes out with the Chimera. He'll actually be able to push these Devastators, but they are upgraded with advanced targeting. They are going to have Vengeance rounds to shoot the Chimera, which will do actually quite a bit of anti-vehicle damage. So let's see, one might actually get pushed off here, down to 90 HP. Yeah, they're going to have to get off. Looks like he upgraded advanced targeting on one. Looks like all of them. Yeah, he upgraded Vengeance rounds on all of them. So he's going to have quite a bit of AV if he can actually manage to focus the Chimera. Little known fact though, or interesting to note, that once you do get the targeters though, you can't upgrade in Tier 2 to a laser or something, so he definitely has to make use of focus fire to actually take down that Chimera, unless he wants to go a Tactical Space Marine rocket launcher or something. But yeah, that Guardsman is going to do, looks like, just enough heal regen to counter these little Vengeance rounds. Ooh, it looks like it's getting so close, down to 30 HP, 40, goes back up, actually kills the Devastator with the bolter model, so he is going to have to reset up. So NoisyElmo cutting it super, super close there. Ooh, nice Catachin Devil, Old Faithful look like, knocking him down, so Tactical Marines are going to have to get off the field as well. NoisyElmo is going to call down a Stormtrooper squad, and he's probably, yeah, he's going to get for the Assault Kit. So he's going to have additional range and attack speed, so he'll actually do, that squad will do quite a bit of damage here to all of these Devastators. You can see them now. This Toilailee is definitely in a tough spot. If you look at the VPs, it's 448 to 10. So NoisyElmo just has to hold on here for 10 VPs, or he's got to actually get all of Toilailee's like almost full VPs. But I don't know if Toilailee's gonna, if it's gonna be easy for him to get it back with 4 Devastators. I've done builds like this before where I just spam devs, and once you have them all just clustered because you got forced off the map, it's quite difficult to kind of get a foothold back in the game. Looks like that Tech Marine, it looks like he might have been going for it, but he's not going to be able to last for very long. Nice artillery shot, actually cutting down the range. If you see the little arc is super, super small. Tech Marine might actually go down to 100. Oh, I was going to say the Assault Squad might actually finish it off. That Chimera needs to back up, get just out of range. It needs to get healed up here. NoisyElmo definitely has to watch out for that Scout Squad in his backline with the grenade. But it looks like that Inquisitor is going to push him off. So NoisyElmo still has his middle field, while Toilailee actually does have kind of all, he has this additional power node, both of them, and this rec node actually as well. And it looks like Stealth Scout Squad going in to decab, and this could actually be a big break for Toilailee at this point, but this Catachin Devil is moving in. It might be enough. He's not going to actually move it in. Scout Squad does decap it, but he's keeping it in, and the Scout Squad looks like he goes down. He got a little bit too greedy there. He needed to wait to push something important off for NoisyElmo's comp here before he just let his scouts actually go in for the cap. Ooh, and NoisyElmo actually went for the upgrade on the auto cannon, so his heavy weapon squad is just going to do super, like, a lot of damage to all the Toilailee's units. That upgrade is just really, really practical, for sure. And NoisyElmo is only, again, he's down to 5 VPs, so any real push here from Toilailee would really win the game for him if he can actually secure that VP for just a couple seconds. That's all he needs, but he's having trouble. He keeps having to retreat these Devastators, and he's been really unable to keep them on the field. And look at that Stormtrooper range. They're just like almost an entire screen away. Was getting some shots off on that Scout Squad. Looks like the Inquisitor is finally upgrading Inferno Pistol. She hasn't really been doing too much this game. Kind of just running around, capping. But yeah, she's actually going to be able to do quite a bit of damage there with that pistol. So yeah, she'll actually start racking up some kills and maybe get some levels. Yeah, Tech Marine is level 3, and Inquisitor is only level 2 at this point. And here are all 4 champion Devastators rolling back on the field. So Toilailee definitely needs to reset those up. Scout Squad going around, looks like to flank, maybe even get this back cap, which I definitely recommend him doing, but he has to watch out for this Catch and Devil Squad, which happens to uncover him. Really unlucky. If he managed to do it maybe this other way, he actually had a really good chance of getting that. And like I said, he only needs to cap Power Node for just a few short seconds to actually secure him the game. It's 392 to 5 at this point. So yeah, ooh, nice rocket. Tactical Space Marine is upgraded with the rocket, so maybe it'll be just enough to actually force that Chimera off. Another rocket round going off, but ooh, the artillery shot actually knocks off the Tactical Space Marine. He is going to have to retreat, and those Vengeance rounds looks like aren't enough to counter the repair from the Heavy Weapons team and this Guardsman. I don't know if Artillery Spotter repairs as well. I don't think so. I don't think it is. I think it is just this Guardsman actually right now. You can see the little wrench above his head. But yeah, Toilailee is slowly moving up this line of Devastators. All it would take is for one squad to come over here and just kind of flank all of them. Nice little smoke shot coming off. That Chimera is just going to deal out so much free damage. Nothing really Toilailee can do. He can't upgrade. If he upgraded one of these with a laser, I think it would be just enough to take out that Chimera and prevent him from poking all the time into Toilailee's line of Devastators. Nice grenade right on the auto cannon, gonna get him super low and actually takes him out. So second heavy weapons team taken out there by Scout Grenade. Yeah, so Toilailee is doing quite a good job with those scouts, and NoisyElmo drops actually a Bane Wolf right in the flank here. But that Tactical Space Marine is still here with the rocket launcher upgrade. And that Bane Wolf is getting pretty low. One more shot or two might actually be enough, but the Inquisitor does come in and actually stuns the Tactical Space Marine model that had the rocket launcher, and the Tactical Marine does go down. Oh my god, Toilailee is in such a bad spot right now. NoisyElmo just being at the right place at the right time with that Inquisitor. That Bane Wolf was certainly going to go down to one more rocket round. And yeah, NoisyElmo is looking at actually coming back here in this game. He's been pretty good with keeping this VP to himself, but he still has 300 VPs to go. That's a long time. That's a really long time, especially when you only have 5 VPs left. Toilailee is going to get a Dreadnought out, and if we look at NoisyElmo's comp, the Dreadnought is pretty much going to wreak havoc here. Bane Wolf isn't really going to do anything. Chimera isn't going to do anything. The only thing is the Catechins, if they upgrade to the Sarge and the Inferno Pistol. So definitely a good choice here from Toilailee. He just did get his power farm burned down here by the Bane Wolf. I haven't seen a Bane Wolf in the longest time. No one ever really gets it. So I'm kind of happy to see it in this game. But yeah, the trouble with this build is you just get caught up here, not really positioning your Devastators just right when he loses one. He is doing quite a bit of damage here to that Chimera that's now level 3, so level 3 Chimera. And that Dreadnought is actually upgraded with a multi-melted, so he is going to be able to chase and actually do quite a bit of AV damage. Looks like Tech Marine is going to go melee that Bane Wolf. Dreadnought is getting targeted here by the Inquisitor. But he does have quite a bit of time before that can go off. And Fur Pistol is going to do quite a bit of range damage. The Chimera might go down here. One more hit. Looks like he's going to melee it. Yeah, it does go down. So finally, level 3 Chimera gets taken out here. Tech Marine still is punching the Bane Wolf. Dreadnought is going to actually start retreating now. He is pretty low. It looks like he might actually get a hit off there on the Guardsman and take him out as well. So 2 squads down for NoisyElmo and Toilailee. Looks like he made a really good purchase here with this Dreadnought, but he needs to keep it alive long enough to repair it and really just make another push. He has quite a bit of time. NoisyElmo has to go through 240 VPs, so he has a chance here. This Devastator is getting pretty low, and the Bane Wolf goes down too! So NoisyElmo is down to just a Catachin Devil, this Stormtrooper squad, just a random level 3 Guardsman, and his Inquisitor. But Toilailee definitely needs to save the Dreadnought. He cannot lose it at this point. He does pop his global heal to get that little extra bit of HP. Looks like the Inquisitor finally gets pushed off here, so he does now have an opportunity to heal up that Dreadnought. So he just needs to regroup and really make a push here. NoisyElmo is spending his extra float here on a Stormtrooper squad, and he is getting anti-armor kit. That's got to be the best purchase he can really make in this situation. Yeah, I'm actually kind of scared. That is a really hardcore anti-vehicle pick. And, yeah. So, if Toilailee can manage to kind of take that off the field before his Dreadnought takes too much damage, he'll be in a really good spot. Hopefully he sets up these Devastators in such a way where it really backs up the Dreadnought, because they have to get in pretty close to do their little laser anti-vehicle shots. So I would definitely stagger them a little bit. And definitely a good choice on the multi-melta though, I feel. Ooh, and the nice little napalm coming in, actually doing quite a little bit of damage here on top of the Guardsmen with their plasma guns. But yeah, that Stormtrooper squad is getting caught up, but that is not the one he needs to really do damage to. That Devastator is going to get away by the skin of his teeth. That Dreadnought is going into melee, actually doing not that much damage there to the Catachin. They are going to get tied up here. The Tech Marine looks like he's coming in to make a push here on the VP node. All he needs is 5, so if he can actually get that down and start actual capping something else, maybe that's all it really takes. It looks like the Stormtroopers are going to get their little grenade off here on the Dreadnought, so he is going to get tied up. This Devastator looks like he is in trouble. He is going to need to get off. And ASM's come actually on the field. I didn't see him buying them. They are. It looks like they're going to save this Dreadnought's life for just a second, but that Inquisitor with her I don't even know how to say the ability, but her channeling route here is going to really just counter these Assault Space Marines. It's got to be one of the best abilities against melee, and she is going to do quite a bit of damage here. Drop pod coming down, just a couple seconds too late, and the ASM squad gets taken out, and this level 2 Dreadnought gets taken out as well. NoisyElmo just really just coming back into this game. I was sure he was out. Once that Dreadnought came on the field and just really dominated, he took out like 3 squads with it. And NoisyElmo is going to drop an Imperial Guard bunker and really secure this middle point. Now that Toilailee doesn't have any vehicles to really counter a bunker, this bunker's got to be a really good decision. So I'm glad he picked it. I think Toilailee might actually be out of this game at this point. 134 to 5. NoisyElmo has been able to kind of scratch his way back onto the field, despite losing. Oh my god! And he calls the game. Toilailee drops. So NoisyElmo, yeah, manages to win this best of 3 matchup. He won the first game quite easily, but it looked like Toilailee was gonna just smash him equally in this game. With his all-in Devastator build, but NoisyElmo was able to counter it. I'm surprised he didn't go Mana Core, which would be the kind of obvious choice, but maybe he was just kind of banking on the Chimera, which it actually proved to be quite successful. Maybe if Toilailee went that Dreadnought a little earlier, he would have been able to get that 5 VP remains there from NoisyElmo. Really good game, guys. This is actually one of the funnest games to watch. yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been BUDCAST, best of 3 between Toilailee and NoisyElmo, episode 31. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.